How do you train people to look at culture of a business and identify, is it working, not working, who needs help, who doesn't? What are the metrics that you use, right? Because David Berger, in God We Trust, all others bring data.
Yeah, I mean, data is so important, right? In everything that we do, and because data speaks the truth. Use the right data.
That's
So
fair.
so it's when you're training people, we're talking about closing ratio. It's a very simple thing. What's our closing ratio? Our closing ratio is below the line. Let's go back and diagnose it. Let's go back and talk about it. Let's not beat up the desk manager because his closing ratio is wrong. Well, let's go find out what's going on here. Well,
Right.
maybe the data's wrong, right? Why is his closing ratio wrong? His closing ratio is right. Our data's wrong.
Right.
Maybe he doesn't understand the closing process. Okay, whose fault is that? That's my fault. We talk about 100% accountability. I think this is one of the things that we gain great culture from. If the salesperson in my organization, if the salesperson's closing ratio is bad, it's my fault. I don't even know the guy's name, and I should, right? I should know his name. Why is it my fault? Well, because I didn't make sure that the sales manager was trained properly, and he didn't train the salesperson. So 100% accountability, whatever it is, we take responsibility for that problem. And that's
There's no ego in that statement at all.
And I'll tell you something else in terms of culture. And I walk into the dealership and I greet somebody that I don't know. I said, good morning to everybody. And when I first started at various places that I started at, and I greet
Right.
the guys in the back,
Right.
and maybe, and they're like, head down, whatever.
Sure.
A week goes by and all of a sudden they're saying good morning to me. Right. And now I can have a conversation with them. Hey,
Right.
what's going on? What's saying? Yeah, everything's great except this water is leaking on my bay all day. Okay,
Right.
great. Let's fix it. That's culture change.